So around the garden we've got this split chestnut fencing, which is a very traditional material and a very traditional style, and this has been sourced from Herefordshire, not too far from Malvern itself. And on the gates we commissioned a local blacksmith in Halesowen to make these beautiful wrought iron hinges, which are also found on the Reflection Lodge. So we're just trying to encourage and support local craftspeople wherever we can.
Here we've got a beautiful sandstone. So this is a blue lias. It's a very special sandstone because there is only a very thin 20-mile wide band that comes up from the Bristol Channel, and it goes right up through Bromsgrove, under the Malverns, through Bromsgrove and up to the Humber. This stone is no longer quarried in the UK, so this is a reclaimed stone. We believe this came from a church in Staffordshire, but it's got beautiful patination. It's just a beautiful material to work with.
Yeah. And this space here, underneath the apple trees, we've created a circular seating space. So when it's a bit warmer than today, people can come and sit on here. Maybe the young people that use the gardens, put some pillows or cushions down, and maybe just sit out here. Maybe have a picnic or read a book, listen to the surrounding nature as well. And the planting around it, we've got lots of native foxgloves or digitalis to create a bit of like a woodland theme around that part. And facing it on this side of the garden, underneath this beautiful rowan tree, we've created a little wildflower meadow, and surrounding the tree and elsewhere in the garden as well, we've got these standing stones, and these are again reclaimed sandstone monoliths from an old farm building, I believe. So these are a few hundred years old, and you can see on some of the stones the hand chisel marks. So again, there's a human connection. There's a story to the material. But when I was thinking about the design of the garden, I wanted to incorporate the use of standing stones because of that ancient connection. And there's lots of different interpretations about what standing stones mean, or it's sort of lost to time, a lot of things. But I think there's a resonance that I think a lot of us have. There's a connection that sometimes we may not completely understand, but for me they're almost like a symbol of protection and of sort of stability that goes beyond our lives from the past, and these will be here for many hundreds of years. So we've created these two large flower beds in the garden, and we've got quite a mixture of plants in here, but what we wanted to try and emphasise was texture, leaf colour and movement in the garden. So we've got a mixture of these beautiful grasses which are moving in the wind. We've got scented plants as well that visitors, especially the children, could perhaps sort of touch and feel and have that sort of sensory connection to the garden. And there's also, even in the middle of winter here, we've still got things like these heucheras with these sort of different greens and reds and peach colours. So even in the winter there's still colour in the garden. It's not just all quiet and bare, and that was really important thinking about the plants.
I think just over on this boundary here, you can see native hedging, so field maple, blackthorn, hawthorn, and beech. Again, keeping it native, so it sort of fits in, or looks like it's always been here. And just at the bottom, you can see some of the hazel wattles. These were made right here at the hospice. The hazel was copied off the Malvern Hills Conservation Trust, and we ran a workshop here with the hospice. Yeah, it was just great again to learn these old techniques.
So the feature here, we've created a planted labyrinth. So the idea of the labyrinth is that with a maze you'd have decisions to make, whereas with a labyrinth you allow yourself to follow to find the path. You don't have to make decisions. It's been used for centuries as a tool of meditation or prayer and mindfulness. So we've created a small labyrinth here using scented plants again. So we've got lots of thymes, chamomiles, ajugas as well. So again, even in the winter there's still colour, there's also scent in the labyrinth. And this is encircled by more of the standing stones. And the main feature to the front of the labyrinth is this beautiful hand-built moon arch. The idea of using the moon arch here was that the words or the thoughts within the garden could be transferred through and maybe carried on through to another space or time. So it's deeply symbolic. One of the beautiful things we realised earlier in the autumn when we came one evening was that the harvest moon rose directly through the middle of the moon arch, and that really took us aback. We didn't expect that. So here at the front of the garden, as people walk up to it from the main hospice building, is the memory tree sculpture. This was originally here in the garden, and it was our starting point really of the design. It's such a beautiful and meaningful place where people can inscribe names of loved ones that have died onto the leaves. We wanted to create the garden around the sculpture and really sort of accentuate it by creating this planting space around it and just elevating it to be really special. One of the things that I really love about the space, which we recreated at Malvern but also here at Primrose, is when the sun hits the leaves, the light dances around the space and touches the reflection lodge, the labyrinth and the planting as well, and it's a really beautiful effect.
It really is. Just behind us you can see that we've got the reflection lodge, so this is almost the heart of the garden. Really, it was definitely a labour of love for me. It's built out of lots of reclaimed materials, so the door is an old white oak reclaimed door. The roof is made from red cedar. The roof is capped with a handmade by me lead cap. The rest of the building is built from structural wood, and then it's got sort of panels of lime render, but in the middle of these panels are again some of the hazel wattles, so very traditional building technique used for hundreds if not thousands of years, and it's all finished off with beautiful reclaimed windows and a yellow ochre lime wash. And I think that was something that we were very keen during the whole process of this garden to find reclaimed, recycled materials, but things that aren't taken away from the environment or damaging the environment, but also equally things that are helping local craftspeople.
And inside the lodge, the main purpose of this was to house the wind phone. So the idea of the wind phone, originally a Japanese idea, a gentleman called Itaru Sasaki, who his cousin died, and he missed having those phone calls with him. Those everyday calls that we catch up with people, see what's on TV, and share gossip and news and things like that. So he built and installed a phone box in his garden, so that whenever he missed those calls, he could go out to the phone box and maybe just lift the receiver and dial his cousin's old number, maybe speak words, or maybe just remember, and his thoughts and words could be carried on the wind, hence the name the wind phone. There are a handful of wind phones in the country. There are hundreds across the world, but I think the more people experience and use them and find comfort in using them during their bereavement journey, I think they will become more and more widespread across the world.
I think it's incredibly grounding how much just the simple action of sitting inside this reflection lodge, and for me personally, just dialing my dad's old landline. I picked the receiver up. I didn't particularly feel like I needed to speak, but I just felt like he was there, or there was just a connection. I can't explain it. I'm not a particularly religious person, but there is something that happens to us that just reassures us that those that have gone are still here with us, and they're still looking over us.